Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am Ashley. I'm a homeschooling mom with 7 kiddos, going on 8. This summer we are due with our 8th. I will have 5 boys and 3 girls. Hashtag baseball. That's a lot of baseball. I wanted to keep going with my curriculum picks for all the kids that I will be homeschooling this year. I wanted to continue on with my 2nd grader, and I use that 2nd grade loosely. I would say he's more in between 1st and 2nd, just with the reading that we're doing and his level of reading. And he's done really well this year, kind of catching up. And it's not really towards the end of the year that I can really get a good grasp on how quickly they've picked up on things. But he is my kid that did not have any private preschool, like my older 3. He's my 4th kiddo. But he struggled a lot with learning letters and sounds, and he's very, very smart, but it was just something that just was not clicking. And The Good and the Beautiful has been great with that for language arts, and just kind of picking up where I guess lack in the areas that I lack in teaching him. And so we've kind of been a level below, I would say. For the most part, age-wise, he would be in 2nd grade, going into 2nd grade, but like I said, I just use that loosely. I do, I would say 1st to 2nd. I try and kind of catch up, and, as I go, if there's something that I feel like we can skip through during the curriculum, then I do that, because if we can kind of catch up to the 2nd grade level completely, great. If not, okay. I'm just going to kind of push him as much as I can and then just stop and let him do it. So I just wanted to go over his main subjects, what I will be using for him for this coming year. Language arts, we have been doing the Good and the Beautiful. Like I said, he has been working on the level K, and he has really done really well with that and learned quickly and picked up things quickly. So we are going to stick with the Good and the Beautiful language arts. He will be in, I will do the level 1, and I believe that the Good and the Beautiful, their language arts program, is really just a solid curriculum. And so I think that they're typically a level ahead. And so I don't beat myself up for it when I realize that he's in a level that might be considered below his grade level. They don't go by grades in the Good and the Beautiful. It is a level. And so really you can kind of use that loosely. But I am going to stick with the level 1 and see how he does with that. If at any point I feel like he could be pushed further, we might skip some lessons and then, extra practice lessons, and just maybe go quicker, maybe do more lessons, a day, and kind of play catch up that way. But we will be starting with the level 1. For math, we were using Horizons. As I've said before, I've tried Horizons with my other kid. This is my older kids. And this is probably the last time I will try Horizons. I thought maybe it would work for me and for them. But I don't know. There's just something I just am not a huge fan of. And so I decided, well, we're not going to continue on with that. So I am going to use, I think, the BJU Press for math. I am on the fence about whether I'm going to do 1st or 2nd. I am going to look at it further. I have looked, kind of like his older sister, I have looked at the sample pages, and that kind of gives me the best idea on whether or not we're going to be in level 1 or level 2. I know obviously he's not going to know everything in level 2 now, because that's the grade he'll be going into. But if there's some things at the end of level 1 or most of level 1 that he knows, then I might push him to level 2 and see if we can just go. He's very good at math too. And so it might be something where I just decide to just try it and see how well we do with it and if it works. But like I said, BJU Press is what we are going to use for math. And then handwriting, the Good and the Beautiful, level 2, he will be using that. That has pretty much, we have stayed on track with the handwriting. I have to be a little bit more diligent about it because sometimes he doesn't find it super exciting to copy things. And so he's an excellent artist. He draws very, very well. And there are drawings and coloring and things like that mixed into the handwriting curriculum from the Good and the Beautiful. So he likes those, but he's not like busy work and like the same thing every day. He's just, you know, like I said, I always say there, and I'll probably do a video on this because I feel like I'm an expert at this. The way that you have to figure out each child and how each child learns is, I mean, it's like a puzzle. It is a freaking puzzle trying to figure out and how to teach that child and how they're learning, you know, how they learn in general. You know, do they do better with you reading to them and teaching them? Do they do better with a video? Do they do better just looking and you know, at it themselves? Or do they, you know, do they like, I have a kid that loves busy work, that loves copying things and tracing things, and I have some that hate it. And so it's like, geez, guys. So I really have to be mindful of every child, and sometimes I forget, and I'm like, you know, can you copy this? But no, I don't want to copy this. You know, okay, color it or do something. Use rainbow colors. I don't know, use different colors for all the letters. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do, but I need you to copy it. You know, and just kind of working off of what they enjoy and their strengths. It is hard. I will probably do a video on that because I think I could talk about that for days. So those are the 3 main subjects that he is going to do. As I mentioned in my 3rd grade video for my daughter, I will link that. Science and history, I want to do simple for them. I really want to do simple. I do not want to do a sit down curriculum. I don't think they're at the level where they would necessarily enjoy the Good and the Beautiful unit studies because, you know, the range is K to 8th or K to 6th. And yes, they are all in that range, but to have them sit down and listen and write things, and it's just, I just already know it wouldn't be worth the time to do that. So I am on the hunt for a very simple science, just not even, I don't even call it curriculums, just science studies, to where they would enjoy and more hands-on, for lack of a better word, hands-on stuff, as opposed to sitting down and listening to me read something or listening, you know, to an audiobook or whatever. They need to be doing something. And I just know that from experience. I just know that's how they are. And same with history or social studies, I guess. You know, history, they are not going to sit down and listen to United States history. Like, they're just not going to do that. And so more of social studies and health and, you know, good habits and, you know, good hygiene and, you know, even which I have books, you know, differences between boys and girls and, you know, things like that, things that they should know at their age, not the history of the United States. Like, that's just not important to me right now for their age group. So things that they can relate to and that I think they would find interesting and beneficial to them is what I'm looking for. So I'm still on the hunt for those. I will let you know what I find. I kind of lump my my 8-year-old, my 7-year-old, and my 5-year-old together quite a bit. They kind of lump themselves together really on a daily basis, but I lump them together because they play together. They are very much similar in their learning styles, I think. And so I think having them three together will be easy for me. So that'll be third, second, and kinder, roughly. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions about any of these that I mentioned down below. I do not have, I will link, no, I did not do, because I don't have it. I do not have the grade 1 or level 1 for The Good and the Beautiful, and I do not have the math yet for BJU Press. So when I get those in, I will do flip through on that in case you are interested. All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions down below, and I'll see you next time. Take care.